Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. One more time, brand new week, but your boy is back, and so is QuickTakez. Back with another season, back with another episode, season 3, episode 2A. And we're back just like the Thursday Night Football at hand today on Prime. And let's get right into it. It is the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers in the historical Lambeau Field. And in this one, I have to roll with the home team. Gotta roll with the Packers. Why do I say that? Well, let's just look at the teams themselves. Yes, they both won against their divisional opponent last week, but possibly the reason why they beat them is because they are their divisional opponents. Like if you look at any team, any successful team, more than likely their their division is not that successful. Whether it's because of the lack of quarterbacks or whatever the case may be, um, that's the case. This time around, I mean, for the Commanders, they took on a veteran in Russ. Kind of not really an excuse there. They made Russ look, I mean, not even look like a starting caliber quarterback. And then on the other side, you have the Packers, and boy, oh boy, that defense could look filthy. So, gotta roll with the defense in this one. Let me break it down with some numbers as well. Packers offense, first of all, had 266 yards, 188 from the air, 78 on the ground. They had 5.7 yards per play. That's Detroit Lions-esque, and they did that to the Lions. Third down, they were kind of iffy, 40%. I think league average is closer to 60, so you're right there, but you're still not. You had 14 first down compared to their 16. You were 1 for 1 on the fourth down, but this is where it kind of comes down to. Sacks allowed, 0. Total plays, 47. Why do I bring that up? Because the more plays you run, the more tape you have against yourself out there for your opponents. Why do I bring that up? It's going to be just explain just in a second. Just stay patient with me. They only had 3 punts. Penalties, they didn't kill themselves. 4 penalties for 40 yards. No fumbles, no interceptions. Something that kind of does bother me is the time of possession only being at 24 minutes as opposed to 35 minutes for the Detroit Lions that the Packers did give up. But it was also their first game. They were figuring out a lot of stuff, so that can be excused. But against good teams like the Commanders, you are gonna have to stack them up. Um, they definitely have gotten better. Yes, they lost out on some defensive pieces like a Jeremy Chin that nobody's talking about. But offensively, they did add a Debo Samuel. They did add a Laramie Tunsil. Sam Cosmi hopefully comes out healthier. That should be interesting. Let's dive into their numbers a little bit more. Yards wise, 432 yards passing on that Giants defense. I mean, pass rush should have been solid, and I think they did have a couple of sacks, but back end, boy, oh boy. Passing yards, 212, but even running, 220. So they are going to try to run that ball with Bill. And he had a great first outing, so it should be interesting how he kind of puts outing after outing and stack them up. But let's look at it. 6.6 yards per play, kind of like with the Packers. Big yards. 25 first down. Efficiency on the third down, 4 for 11, similar to that of the Packers. 65 total plays. Why did I bring it up earlier? I think Packers, like I said, only had like 47. Having 65, that's 18 extra plays. 18 plays that they could study you on, study your habits on, study just any and everything. Just get a little bit of edge that they can, because it can get down to a single possession, a single route, whatever the case may be. But yes, they will study all of that. And having more out on tape, kind of does hinder you a little bit, especially when it gets down to playoffs. I do trust Cliff Kingsbury as an offensive coordinator to drop, new plays and be innovative and creative. But I don't know. That's going to be very interesting. Another thing that I do want to highlight: 3 sacks allowed. Like I mentioned, the offensive line. Yes, Larry Tunsil is very solid, but outside of that, Cosme, sure. Are you really trusting anybody, maybe other than Biotis? Kind of still have some holes to be left to be filled. And then penalties, 12 penalties for 89 yards. The yards are not really that significant, but 12 penalties, that's just, I mean, other than it being, week one, you really don't have an excuse. Time of possession, 29 minutes and 28 seconds, kind of balanced out with the Giants in that sense. It should be intriguing to see. I think Commanders will have an emphasis on the run game without Brian Robinson. However, straight down the middle, I don't see it. On the outsides, I think Luke Van Ness. You do have Kingsley Ing. I'm not even going to butcher your name. I do believe your first name's Kingsley Inga. Yeah. You used to play for the Falcons. I apologize for not being able to say your name. I will do better next time around. But yeah, they have some decent edge pieces. Like I mentioned last time around, the only questions that I do have for the Packers is going to be the interior of that D line. Devontae Wyatt, didn't know you were still there. Shout out to you. You are solid, but you are going to need help along with yourself. I mean, maybe they do add another piece in the draft next year and then kind of go. But at the same time, currently, if they do, kind of swivel their way out of some of the injury bugs, I think there is a very good chance that, Packers. Another dark horse I do want to leave with you guys early is that Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay. Should be intriguing to see. Keep an eye out on them. But those are my two teams that, at least in the NFC side, might kind of separate themselves from the pack. Obviously, you still have your Eagles, but between everybody else from last season, I think these teams, along with the Rams, probably should be in the running. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I am running with the Packers in this one. Commanders should bounce back week 3, not against us Raiders. But after that, till then, we'll see what happens. Check out all the videos you guys might have missed so far. Let me know what I can do to be better. Yeah, till Sundays now episode. It's all love, and I'm gonna see y'all.